Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Doug, where I go and I trek things out. This is Michelle. You'll probably see her on a bunch of videos. She's my backpacking buddy. We're starting on the eastern side of Michigan, and we're heading to, how do you pronounce it?
Saugatuck?
Saugatuck Dunes, something like that. It's on the west side of the state, just outside of Holland, Michigan. We're at the gas station, we just fueled up, and we're gonna start heading that direction now. Alright, we've made it to the Saugatuck Dunes outer loop trail where we've parked, and there's a lot more vehicles than we were expecting to be here, but that's alright. We're gonna do the loop counterclockwise, and then yeah, you'll see all the cool stuff there is to see. Alright, look at that. I think we're trailhead's that way. Yeah, it's a brand new bag, so might need to just get worn in a little bit.
We might have to switch. It's already
There's the trailhead there.
we get down.
I didn't expect this many people to be here, but I mean, There's a lot of beach, so maybe I should have expected.
North Trail, is that right?
Yeah. We do some zigs and zags through here. Then we'll pop out on the beach. And then we'll be walking south on the beach for a little while with the water to the right of us. Even good dogs must be on a leash.
For a second I thought the trail went like up to the peak, but I don't know.
Yeah, we're going straight. Yep. That's the quick way to the beach, I guess, according to the sign.
No, I don't want to get there that fast.
Yeah, that's where all the parking lot people are going to be. So this is a lot easier of a trip than what we usually do. We're usually doing overnight backpacking trips. You'll probably see some of that in the future, but being the first video and first time using this camera, we figured we'd just do a day hike. It's a 7-mile loop that somebody's plotted out on All Trails for us. So I'm kind of holding my phone here because we've never done this one before, and I don't want to get lost and do unnecessary miles because I want to get home and eat dinner and sleep in my own bed and get to editing this video for you people. But more to come. This is just the start. It is a lot easier without having a week worth of food in a tent and all kinds of stuff in your bag. Just having a little bit of camera gear and a couple of water bottles and an Uncrustable. Or did that get left in the car?
No, that's in the car. Those things stay cold.
That's right.
Well, I guess it doesn't have to stay cold, but I figured it'd probably be better off in the cooler than to get melted in the backpack. But there are crisps.
Yeah. If you're watching this in England, it's a crisp. A bag of crisps.
Well, they know that because that's what they say. You don't have to explain it.
Yeah.
Explaining to the wrong people.
There's nothing wrong with some senseless monologue. So if you've made it this far into the video, please like and subscribe. I imagine much like you, you could probably relate to this, but I don't want to work. And the more people like and subscribe these videos, the more I get to do what I truly love, which is spending time with her and hiking and backpacking and exploring. And the more people that like and subscribe, you know, I might be able to make a little bit of money at this. And if I can make some money at this, then I can make content in different states and maybe even eventually different countries. That'd be pretty cool. But until then, I'm a working Joe, and I'm filling in these videos whenever I can on weekends. So I'm kind of bound by the weekend and where we can go and record. A couple months ago, we went to Isle Royale. You've probably seen some of the shorts on the channel. we plan on going again and again and again. So probably in about another 9 months or so, we'll be back out there and you guys will be seeing footage from that. And I'm really excited for that trip. I can't wait.
The sand's pretty hard on the calf.
Yeah, we didn't stretch before we started. Whew, rough. All right, we're hanging a right here. Because of course the sign says beach is that way, but we always take the hard way. I think it was on the Isle Royal trip when we had decided that we would buy a good camera and start making these YouTube videos. If we could make money out of it, that'd be cool, but if not, for the plain and simple fact that when we're old and our knees have no meniscus left and we can't do this anymore, we'd have a place to look back at all of our travels and trips and stuff and kind of relive it. It's a pretty cool trail. It's very sandy, hard on the legs, but it's a little steep right here. And I'm walking on sand, so excuse the breathing. Okay. Oh yeah, we're doing a little bit of sledding. There's no snow on the ground yet. Just dig your heel in and just kind of slide down the hill. Oh yeah. I've already got damaged knees, so that's pretty nice to have a little cushion. Nature's cushion. I hear a boat in the distance. Off to the left. The cool thing about walking in the front is you get to take all the cobwebs right to the teeth. Lots of vitamin yum. And salmonella. Ooh, that's cool. At this tree. All right, let's limbo. The wrong way. I don't know how to do that with my voice. Just think of Hermes from Futurama. Dum 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 dum. I don't know. The weird xylophone thingy. So it's like end of summer, coming into fall right now. The leaves are going to be changing. I think we're planning an Ohio trip soon, and I think we should fit in a Manistee River loop this year. There's some beautiful fungus and leaves and whatnot on that loop. That loop we've done a couple of times, so I won't have to hold this up here and there. Make sure I'm staying on trail. Another cobweb, yummy. Whatever that was just flew right in between my eyeball and my glasses. That was cool. Bounced off my eyelashes a couple times, freaked me out. Man, we're the first people to bushwhack this section all season. You found something?
Like a millipede or something. The red caught my eye.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's
rigor
dead.
mortis.
Dude, yeah, I wonder if bugs get rigor mortis.
Maybe some of them. That one did, apparently.
He's stiff. All right. I believe this is the northern part of the trail. We're gonna head a little west and then turn south. Then eventually be walking on the beach past all those humans. That hill got my heart pumping so hard. Pretty sure they're gonna hear it in the microphone of this camera. Dum 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 dum. I think you can see all the water out there. Hear the hull of a boat slapping on the water too. But we're turning south. What the heck is that? Oh, it's like some cool looking berries or something. It's like a pomegranate without the shell.
It is weird. If anyone knows what this is.
Yeah, if you know what that is, put that in the comment section.
Walking for some like toy or something.
If we would have flipped it over, it says like Little Tykes on it. Little Tykes Indian corn cob. Like what? All right. So the water's all out that way, but it's like another hill or two over. So now we're doubled back, heading kind of like a south, what is it, like a southwest kind of direction, where eventually it'll lead us to the beach. We'll walk past all the icky humans. That drive was about, I think when we left the house at 2 hours and 52 minutes. I guess more accurately, when we left the gas station, it said 2 hours and 52 minutes. It took more like 3 hours, 30 minutes. Had to stop and figure out if you can charge this camera while it's in use, which you can. Heck yeah. Cool feature. So I ran a 10-foot Type-C cable from the cigarette lighter out through the door onto the hood where this camera was suction cup mounted here on the way here. Then had to make another stop because, you know, when nature calls. But we made it. Nice clear day. We're planning on going to Mohican State Park in Ohio for this video. But we woke up this morning and looked at the weather, and it was thunderstorms all day. And this is a Saturday today. I had to work on Friday, so we woke up this morning with the intentions of doing a trip and had a last minute change. Looked at the All Trails app and decided we would come here because I don't know about you guys, but Michelle and I love beaches. So I said, you know what? Michigan beach, warm day, supposed to be sunny. Let's go to this place. The pictures on the All Trails app looks pretty good. And it wasn't lying. Looks pretty good. I like it. It's pretty. Lots of foliage, lots of cobwebs to snack on, lots of mosquitoes to bite me. Everybody knows I love getting bit by mosquitoes. It's like my favorite pastime. So maybe we'll have a Mohican State Park video in the near future. So we got a hard right coming up, and that trail then is going to be pretty straight for the most part. It's going to take us right to the water. Ooh, big mushroom right there.
What's it coming from?
I think that's a coral mushroom. It's pretty. You know the entire name of that mushroom? Put that in the comment section. I know it's some species of a coral mushroom, but what its real Latin name is, or I guess there's like different derivatives. Like which one it is, that'd be cool to know. I'm curious. I'm sure other people watching are probably curious too. This is pretty cool. We're walking on top of a sand razor or a peak, looking down into these valleys to the left and to the right. It's pretty steep right here.
Oh,
Hopefully,
I rolled it sideways when I stared down there.
Yeah, like gravity's broken.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes me dizzy.
The camera's got horizon lock on it, so you guys know we're not messing with you. Whew. I hear the waves lapping the beach and people hooting and hollering. Dig your heels in. It's pretty steep. Whew. Ooh, we got a pretty view coming. Lake Michigan. Boom. Ah. Yeah, that would have been great. There's sailboats off in the distance. Whew. Oh, look how beautiful it is. Looks like the water's pretty shallow for a little bit there. Lots of boats. Ooh, there's a whole bunch down there in the distance. See all the way down there where we're about to be walking. I think we'll be going to almost that peak off in the distance before we cut left and go back to the woods. Making an avalanche of sand. Big steps, dig your heels in.
tell your body just gonna.
Like when you're real young and you see those cartoons and you're thinking like sinking sand's gonna be a real issue as an adult, and then you get older and you realize like sinking sand is like you never find it.
So I wonder if we could. I don't want to take my shoes off and walk in the shoulder.
Yeah.
But what's that kind of dry, like shoes with wet feet? Doesn't seem appealing.
Oh yeah.
We should have gone.
Your wet feet will soak your socks.
We can at least walk down the
And then we gotta, I think after the beach we got a couple miles to walk, so I don't know if you want to be wet booting it up.
But my calves are really angry at me, so. I think we walk the beach and have our feet air dry for a little bit.
She took her boots off. Ooh, somebody lost the flop. Think anybody would get mad if I stripped down to my underwear and got in the water?
I don't think so. Because now I wouldn't be staring at you hard enough to know it's not going to make no difference. But my system is hard.
I kind of want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we decided to stop on our hike here and enjoy the water a little bit. So if you don't want to see people in their underwear, I guess don't watch. All right, we got our clothes back on. You can let the kids see the screen again. And we're getting our bags set up and we're about to continue walking. All right. Let's get back to it. Yeah, this would be a nice place to find like camping nearby or just get a hotel. Yeah. And come here for the day with bathing gear. I didn't realize I was outrunning her. Huh? Butterfly? What's that? Yeah, it was. So, I grew up in the Nevada desert. I don't know much about beaches, but my whole life I've heard it is incredibly hard to run or walk or traverse through sand. They were not kidding. Holy crap, this is zapping it right out of you. Doesn't help that we're at an angle either. You almost got wet socks.
Honestly, we've got less than, we got like less than 3 miles left.
Yeah. It's like 2.5, I think, according to the All Trails app that I checked a little bit ago.
No one is bad. Nothing will be as bad as I am all the mud and rain and
Holy moly.
soaking wet now.
2 days of being rained on. We tested the limits of our rain gear. It wasn't all it was cracked up to be.
So compared to that, I think I can handle 2 miles.
I think my rain jacket was advertised as bone dry technology. And I was wet to the bone. Yeah, that water found its way in, that's for sure. We found it. I think this is it's the end of the road for the beach. If you're still watching this video, that's Lake Michigan. We started way down there and came all the way up to here. And that's where we're going to go back through the woods and back to the car. Ooh. I thought that was a shell. Yep. Do my part. Pack a little something out of here. All right, South Trail. According to All Trails, this is where it cuts back up. Dives into the woods. Does a little zigging, zagging, then back to the car. Snowshoes, maybe. That might help. It's the same theory. Holy moly. Horton from Horton Here's a Who. I'm light as a feather. Ooh. I was just telling you about growing up in the desert. Looks like I'm in one. We had sand in the desert, but I never walked through it. I was always dirt biking or side-by-siding, taking the Jeep out. The only time I walked in the sand was 10 feet to get to the tire that was sunk and dig it out a little bit so we can keep going. Speak for yourself, my quads are burning. Quads and calves. Quads and calves. Oh, yeah. Downhill. Yes. Whew. Babe, I'm gonna apologize in advance.
What?
The stinky, sweaty smell and fishy lake water smell that's gonna be coming off of my body for 3 hours on the drive home that you're gonna have to endure. I think she likes my brand.
I thought you were gonna fart, honestly. I'm not giving you any ideas. I'm just thinking about that sub.
Yes. So, a while back, I used to work for another company, and I would go and do travel work. And they once put me in Grand Rapids, which we drove through to get here. And there's a sub shop there. I'm gonna totally talk slut it up right now. That's called Boardwalk Subs. And oh my Lord, is that good. Jersey Giants is like second. Hey, doing?
Hey, hey.
Jersey Giants is good, but Boardwalk, you can't mess up Boardwalk.
Oh wait, Jersey Giants, that was in Kalamazoo, right?
Yeah, but I think that's all over the west side of the state. They're a close second. Boardwalk is way better. Oh. Holy Moses. A grappling hook. Hey, we got this.
Yeah, we do. That's not much easier. I put it in the glutes instead, though.
Oh, the sand ends. Oh. Come on, baby, you can do it. Look at her go.
Okay.
She's a friggin' trooper. Well, I'm sweating. I had a sweat droplet just a little bit ago. Dropped right into my eyeball. That felt good. Matt, Jackie, if you two are watching, that beach reminded me a little bit of that Charlevoix trip that we did a couple years back, which we should do again at some point in the future. But if you guys haven't been to this place, if you haven't already been able to tell from the video, it was a pretty sweet beach. I think the four of us should, plan a trip out here. Nice little weekend, sunbathing, chilling out, max, relaxing, all cool. Oh.
Solid ground feels good.
Solid ground. Holy crap, we can walk again.
You know what? I said the same thing in Isle Royal, but I just couldn't wait to have level, solid ground. You don't realize how much you appreciate it until you don't have it for a very long time.
Yeah.
It's the best invention.
Yeah, I think the most physically demanding part is a tie between that morning when we ascended that mile up Mount Ojibwa to the fire tower, and then the other one was the 11 point whatever mile day after Todd Harbor, going to, what was that, West Chicken Bone, but taking the long way around. Holy moly. That was like moderately hard for entirely too long. But that 1 mile ascent up at Mount Ojibwa was like extremely hard for like, 30 minutes or however long it took. So that's like both extremes of the spectrum. But those were the two hardest things on that trip.
That last day was really hard because we just kept going and going and going. Like,
yeah.
I felt like we should have been finished hours ago,
but I mean, it was flat for the majority of it. It was just that time was going so slow.
Done with Mount Ojibwa and Mount Franklin. Like, not even until the end. It was like, what, Indian Trail?
I can't remember. It was the last day. We took that northern trail heading back to Rock Harbor.
I think it was.
It was a lot of ups and downs until we got, like, Daisy Farm or whatever. And just past Daisy Farm on that northern trail, it just stayed pretty flat along the bank of that bay. And that was nice. Gave us a break after all the ascents and descents.
Should have bought a clean change of clothes for the car.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Is like, keep a clean change of clothes, bathing suit, towels. Like, speaking to you people too, watching. If you come to this trail, you don't have to do it the hard way. You can go straight through the woods and get right to the beach in like less than a quarter of a mile, maybe even an eighth of a mile. And you can be at the beach and enjoy the sand and all that stuff, but we do everything the hard way. So we took the loop off of all trails, the longest loop for this place, and just following it on the map. We're 4.1 miles into the loop, and the beach was I'd say a good third of the trail. But if you want to come here for a long hike and the beach thing, those are some things to consider. You could bring like a backpacking bag and bring beach stuff, and at the car in the parking lot keep some clean clothes and clean socks and shoes and stuff like that maybe. But you don't have to. You could rough it like us.
I'm happy I have my flip-flops in the car at least.
Yeah. I put my Vans in the truck for after work so I could take my boots off. Mm-hmm. And I completely forgot them in the truck, which is awesome because when we get back to the truck, I'm totally taking these boots off. They're wet, and it's not lake water that got in them. It's all sweat.
Oh my god, I was like, what then?
I peed, it went down my legs, filled my socks. Well, we found over all of our backpacking trips that All Trails is a pretty awesome app, but the mileage on them, on the trails and stuff, can be a little off. Like, and it'll say like it's a 21.8 mile loop, and then we check our watches and phones and it's saying like 25 or 26. It's like, well, we didn't do that much walking in our campsite, but I don't know. I guess there's tolerances, plus or minus, so I'd say All Trails is good to give you an idea, but if you're wanting to do a 20-mile loop, expect it could be 17 or it could be 25. Just keep that in mind when planning. Holy moly. We gotta check this out. Look at these mushrooms. All right, somebody somewhere watching this video has to know what these are. And I would really love to know what they are. Please put it in the comment section if you know what these things are. Ooh. They're gorgeous. The orange and yellow. She's gonna get her giant camera out. While I try to figure out how to clip this back in. Hey, there we go. Those things are sticking up out of the air like a beacon. They're coming up the trail right there, coming this direction. And I seen those things, the sunlight just glistening right off of them. Gorgeous. It looks like a person.
Yeah, the legs and then the arms are to the sides. See it? Like the legs.
Oh yeah, the bark there hanging off the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those things from Stranger Things.
So I'm really excited to have all this footage now. But now I'm gonna have to pull out the old laptop and for the first time ever try to figure out how to edit video. That's gonna be fun. I'm really good at diving in headfirst to things I don't know how to do and just figuring it out. One of my superpowers. A lot of this trip was improvised. Like I said earlier, we had a completely different trip in mind, but the weather wasn't so kind, so I think we did an awesome job for last minute rerouting and replanning. This is a beautiful trail, awesome beach. You get a little everything. It's one of those red mushrooms. Beautiful. Every time I see one of these, it's probably not as helpful as I think it is, but I like to pull pieces of the mushroom apart and throw them in different spots in the woods. That one was obviously pretty old, so it was gonna start breaking down, but any spores that remain in those fins, I'm helping distribute them. Maybe hopefully they'll find some food over there and grow some more. I like how the trail's wide enough too for us to walk side by side and hold hands. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't put that on it.
No, usually we're squeezing between bushes. We're going right. There's a blue post here. I don't know what that means.
Marking the trail.
Well, yeah, but I haven't seen color designations this whole time to let you know what trail you're on or whatever, so.
Oh, I saw one at the beginning. The north trail was white, and then this one I'd seen a blue thing.
I don't pay attention that much. I'd be lost without her. Shh, don't tell anyone. If she knows, then she'll know she's got the power. See, we're clearly on the trail, but if you look at the app, it shows we're kind of off of it. So those are some of the things I was talking about. You can't rely on the mileage to be 100% accurate. You can't rely on the trail to be 100% accurate, but can rely on it to give you a pretty dang close idea, and then you just use your wits the rest of the time. Look at that, we're back on it. Hey Peter, are you doing that vicarious living? Saugatuck Dunes. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but awesome place. First time ever here. Really, really cool.
Oh, here's a milk one.
Huh. Yeah. So we parked like here. We walked this trail right to the outer loop to Lakeview, and then we dropped down that hillside and went all the way down the beach to A, and then now we've walked to somewhere to here.
12.
We're at 12. Yeah, 12. That's where we're at. So we just got to finish walking to get to the park. But All Trails has us going this way, not that way. Boom. Caution, you are entering a disc golf course. Watch for flying discs.
Oh God. We're gonna die.
Get knocked out. Pow!
Oh God, please don't. I cannot carry you.
Oh, we're off trail.
Thank you.
That's
for
okay.
checking.
Hello. It's okay, because this loops back. We went off trail a little bit, everybody. If you guys want to see, we're supposed to have turned right there, but we'll connect back up. It's okay. That's also something to think about with the mileage on All Trails. Of course, when you're backpacking, you're not wanting to stare at your phone the entire time. So missing your turn or something is very likely for your future. And in that instance, you might have to double back and put more mileage in your boots. Or you might look out like we just did and it just kind of connects back together. We could be walking through the field over there with those people, or we could just be, you know, over here where the shade's at. So it's kind of a win-win thing that we ended up over here, if you ask me. It's more shade. But you might not be that lucky, and you might end up putting more mileage in your boots than you intended. Your 20-mile loop turns into a 30-mile loop.
We almost died.
We almost got hit by a disc.
The
They were
sign
yelling
was right.
four at us. I'm like, why are they yelling that loud? And then I looked over and thud.
Oh my God. Is that why they say that?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know where it came from, but in golf, they say it when like they hit the golf ball and then it's going toward a crowd of people and it might possibly hit somebody. You scream four, and then you're supposed to cover your head. Yeah.
I wonder how they got that shortcut out of look out, watch out, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's Latin. Maybe it's another language. I don't know.
I mean, well, the sign was right.
Here's where we go left. We're back on trail. Look at that. We reconnected with an old friend, Mr. Green Line. We are very close to the car.
Makes me happy because my tummy is rumbling.
Yes. We are going straight to the nearest boardwalk subs, then going home. Where we parked is $1 million question. I think it's straight ahead. Over there, maybe.
I see it there.
Do you?
Or maybe.
Yeah, I think I see the wreck behind that tree.
So according to my watch, that trail was closer. Well, it was pretty spot on. It said 6.3 on the thing, and my watch says 6.4.
Yeah. So, that concludes the hiking portion of this video. If you liked it, like and subscribe. It helps a lot. I don't want to do my job anymore. I want to do this for my job. So if you like this content, please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And see you on the next one. All right, so what do you think of the trail?
It was nice.
Scale of 1 to 10?
Well, I'd probably give it like an 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
Scenery. I love the scenery.
It was a good long hike with something right smack dab in the middle that's totally worth it. Like, usually in Michigan, if you're not familiar with Michigan, most of the beaches are made of rocks. This is pretty rare in Michigan to have sand beaches. First time here, loved it. It was pretty great.
It was nice.
Would you come again?
I would.
I would come again too.
I don't know if I would do the loop again. Just walking on so much sand for a really long time is tough. It was
pretty brutal.
Yeah, it was tougher than I expected.
Yeah. We could take the direct path next time and just go straight to the beach. So I think if we were to sum it up, if you're a glutton for punishment, walk the whole loop.
Yeah, it was a good challenge.
If you want to just enjoy the beach, you can walk straight to the beach. You don't have to lollygag and go the long way around.
And if you like to dog watch, this is a great place to come because there are a lot of beautiful dogs here. There was 2 giant, fluffy, husky-looking dogs. Oh my god, they're so cute.
And it's August 31st. That was Lake Michigan. The water was pretty tolerable, which in Michigan that's hard to find is water that's not too cold to get in.
Yeah.
But that was cold, but very tolerable. You could get in there, you could swim around, which is a nice break because it was a long, warm hike into the lake, and then we were able to cool down, kind of rinse the sweat off, and then, put the sweat back on to come back to the AC in the car.
Yeah.
But all in all, I'd say
come here again for sure.
Definitely come back to here again. And you should come here too.